Hi, I'm Matt Hoelscher, founder of Parent Marriage Coaching, creator of the Emotionally Connected Couples Coaching Program, and my new program, 50 Shades for Real Couples. Look, the book wasn't that good. The movies were definitely an improvement, but 50 Shades of Grey sold 100 million copies because of one line. I don't make love, I hard. And there are a lot of couples out there that want to experience this type of passion, this high level of desire, and sex that feels rough or may seem rough to an outside observer, but they crave it deeply inside their body. And so I've had lots of couples come through my marriage coaching practice asking for their partners to be more dominant so that they can be more submissive, so that they can open up and explore what they really crave inside their body, but they're afraid to ask their partner for. They're afraid of rejection. They're afraid of not being accepted. They're afraid of what other people might think. Heck, you might still be afraid of what you think of it yourself. You might be too afraid, thinking that you're not normal because you have some urges that are a little bit more passionate and a little bit more physical than what you may see in everyday vanilla love scenes in movies and TV. I created 50 Shades for real people, for real couples, so that they could see that they are normal and that these practices are quite common. And there's a lot of ways to integrate them into your everyday routine. So if you want something a little bit rougher, but you still consider yourself pretty vanilla, I like to say you're going to be vanilla, but we're going to add some sprinkles. We're going to make it more exciting, and we can teach you the very basics to really jazz up your love life. I mean, if anything, if you're going to make love to the same person for 30, 50, 60 years, you got to do something different every once in a while. Mix it up, and at least if you try these things, you'll see what you like versus what you don't like. And even if you don't like it, at least you have the experience and you went on the adventure with your partner. And that's what makes it worthwhile. In 50 Shades for Real Couples, I'm going to teach you how to have sex-ray vision so that you can start looking at everyday objects in your home and see the sex appeal of them. It's not about spending a fortune at your local toy shop or even on Amazon.com, even though it is quite convenient that everything shows up in a brown box. But even around your house, you wouldn't believe that regular household objects can really pack a punch when you know how to use them properly, and yet not sting that much. You heard it, but it's not hurting that much. We're going to teach you how to share fantasies, how to open up your communication so that you can create a safe space to share fantasies, to share ideas, to share thoughts that you might not even want to try it, but if the thought came in your head, it feels so amazing to be able to share that with your partner and to feel understood and have a dialogue around it instead of keeping it inside and worrying about what somebody might think about you and feeling like, oh, this part of me is not accepted. I'm gonna have to push it down and keep it away, right? I'll teach you how to have treasure hunt sex. There's all kinds of things you can do around your house that most people have never even thought were possible simply because the idea was never sparked in their mind. We're going to go over what I call kitchen BDSM, how to have some good fun with common objects that are already in your kitchen, like this spatula. And most importantly, in the group dialogue, we're going to talk about how it feels, what it means to you, and I will teach you both how to calibrate with each other. Because just because what you see in the movie may seem way too extreme to where it seems exciting, but I'd never go that far, well, you don't. On a scale of 1 to 10, most couples only go in the 1 to 3 range, but there's so much to explore with just that little bit of sensation. You don't have to think that it's going to be whips and chains and black and blue marks for the next 2 weeks and going to the emergency room. Most people don't do that. But the same thing can be scaled back to make your average sexual encounter something special, something unique. I mean, just think about cooking. You make a regular meal, but that one time you put a little extra spice, or you buy a fresh herb from the grocery store and put it in the meal, the flavor comes alive and all of a sudden it feels fun again. The fact that you're cooking and cooking just a little bit differently, even though you've done it all before, makes it feel fabulous. And the best thing is once you get the communication skills, you can learn to calibrate to each other. We're going to teach you how to create a safe container so that you can explore without feeling like you're putting your relationship at risk or putting your trust at risk or feeling like your partner is going to think you're crazy. Once you have that safe container, you'll be able to communicate and you'll be able to calibrate. Once you calibrate, it means that what you feel and what your partner is delivering in the experience are on the same page. Because often I have couples say, oh, I wanted a spanking, but he doesn't spank me hard enough. And the other partner will say like, wow, I thought that was really hard. So what may only be a 1 or a 2 to 1 person may feel like a 7 or 8 to you. And until you have the communication skills to go through it and talk with your partner, you'll never know how many wonderful, sensational experiences are awaiting for you and your partner once you have the core skills to explore them safely. So I encourage you to register for my 50 Shades of Grey for Real Couples and see where it takes you and what kind of adventure you want to go on with your partner. I'm Matthew Hoelscher, founder of Parent Marriage Coaching and creator of the Emotionally Connected Couples Coaching Program and 50 Shades for Real Couples.